Alright, YouTube, so today I want to give you guys kind of an update on this series coming to Netflix, this Dear White People series, and kind of what it's about. Now, if you don't know what the situation is for some reason, I will, do an annotation of my video right here at some point, I guess. But there's a series coming to Netflix called Dear White People, and it's a very, very short little trailer just of this black chick talking, like a radio host talking to white people, essentially. Telling them what kind of Halloween costumes they can do, and that they cannot do blackface. And that's kind of the premise of the announcement trailer. But it turns out that this series is actually based on a movie of the same name, a movie called Dear White People, and apparently it's more of a satirical movie. It's not entirely serious, but it approaches serious subjects, but it's more of like a balance thing. It's not just like anti-white, pro-black. I haven't seen it. I'm just now hearing about this. I was hearing about it as the video was uploading the other day when I made the video about the Netflix trailer or whatever, and I was hearing that it's really not that big of a deal, but I still have some problems with it. Now, as I said before, I've not seen this movie, and I don't care to ever see it, and I won't watch the TV show either, or the Netflix show, whatever you want to call that. But it's still like a race bait thing, regardless of whether it's satire or comedy. They also approached the trailer in a wrong way. Like, they purposely did the trailer that they did. They did it, like, because for one, if you look at the backlash, it tells me that not a lot of people watch this movie, because I didn't know it existed. I thought this was just, coming out of the gate, it's an original, TV show, not based on anything, and I had no idea. Because the way the trailer played out, it's like attacking white people. They could have, in that announcement trailer, put like some text on the screen that said, based on the satirical comedy drama of the same name, Dear White People, but they didn't do that. It was just this black chick telling white people what they can and can't do. You can't do blackface, you piece of shit white people. They don't do it. They did it in the way that they did to garner the reaction they got. They wanted this backlash because if you ever heard this phrase, bad publicity is still good publicity. Like, even if people are talking shit about you, they're still talking about you. And I think that's kind of what they were going for, honestly, because they could have, made this where there wasn't so much backlash. They could have, showed some more, like, funny clips from the TV show, or some funny clips from the movie, to let people know that it's not a straight-up serious thing, but they make it out to be this serious subject, this racial issue, this racial tension going on at this Ivy League college, but they didn't do it. They went for the other route to garner this reaction from white people and these pro-black people. The announcement trailer still has a lot of hate going on with it. It has, almost 500,000 dislikes with only like 50,000 likes. And the trailer's got a lot of fucking views. There's a lot of, talk about this TV show. And I still stand by the things that I said in that previous video where I was talking shit about this. And that's, I'll admit that I'm a little wrong on some of the stuff I said because I thought it was this, anti-white show. I didn't know that it's meant to be a comedy or drama. But again, I still stand by how I felt in that video because they didn't give us context. They expected everybody who watched the trailer for this Dear White People to already know that this movie exists and what the movie's about and that it's a satire comedy drama. And, it's kind of poking fun at racial issues, but also taking them very seriously. The guy who actually created this movie, and I guess probably the TV series as well, Simien, is actually a black man. Now, can you imagine what the backlash would be from a white guy making a movie or TV series called Dear Black People, whether or not it's serious or not, or comedy or not? Can you imagine how people would be riled up and they'd be pissed the fuck off because there's this white man going around making a movie telling black people what they can and can't do? I mean, it would be crazy, but you can get away with it because it's talking shit about white people, whether it's poking fun of them or not, making fun of, comedy or not. You're allowed to do it because it's not wrong to talk shit about white people, but if you do it with any other race, it's definitely a bad thing. And I'm not trying to get, like, white people riled up. I'm not trying to race bait, and all that shit. But it's the truth. Like, honestly, if there was a white guy doing this, if the roles were reversed, title of the movie was reversed, it would be crazy how pissed off people would be. Now, the writer of the show tweeted this out the other day, and can you imagine the backlash, again, if this said, fuck black people? He can get away. Now, from his appearance on Twitter, from his Twitter picture, it looks like he's probably a white guy. I don't know anything about him, don't care to do the research on the guy. But if he's a white guy, it's kind of whatever. But can you imagine if he did say, fuck black people? He probably wouldn't even have a job anymore. He probably wouldn't even be writing for that TV show. But, again, he can just say, fuck white people, and there's no real repercussions. Now, along with the announcement of this TV show coming to Netflix, people are actually canceling their Netflix subscriptions. Now, I'm not somebody who pays for Netflix. I leech off my brother. He hooks me up with that account so I can watch Netflix. But even if I was somebody who was paying for Netflix, I would in no way even consider canceling it because of the show. Even if the show was legitimately anti-white and it was all serious and it was like, fuck white people, pro-black this and pro-black that. Like, even if it was super anti-white, I wouldn't give a shit. I'm not gonna watch it. Obviously I'd be upset about it and heated and everything, and I'd be making videos about it, but I wouldn't cancel Netflix because of this show. Like, how many shows do you not watch on Netflix? How many shows do you hate that are on Netflix? Do you cancel your Netflix subscription because of that? No, obviously not. So, like, it means it makes no fucking sense. Like, it's not going to impact Netflix. That, this, small handful of people are going to cancel their Netflix subscription. It's not like Netflix is going to go into the fucking ground. The business is going to crumble. And we're never going to hear from Netflix again. Like, you're fucking stupid. You're only hurting yourself by canceling your subscription. Anyways, guys, I just kind of want to give everybody an update on this. I still stand by the trailer being fucking stupid. They went about it in a certain way to get people riled up. They could have done it better, but they wanted to garner a certain reaction from people, and they definitely got that. I just kind of want to update everybody, let you know that it's not super worth being triggered over. It's not all serious. It's more of a satirical thing. Either way, I don't think anybody's gonna give a shit. I'm kind of curious to see how the show does on Netflix if it comes to Netflix. I'm sure it's still gonna go through. I'm curious to see if it hits that 5-star for people who are supporting the show, or if it hits that like 1 or half star for people who are so against the show. I'm kind of curious about that. Anyways, guys, I just want to let you all know it ain't worth being triggered over. If you want to enjoy the video, guys, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Follow me on Twitter. Links to my social networks are in the description and in the outro. Later, I'm out of breath.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love